Our kitchen has been stuck like this for the past 3 years, but today we are finally getting it ready for it to be plastered. By the end of this video, we are going to be one step closer to having a finished kitchen and it's all going to be freshly plastered. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing we need to do is get this kitchen cleared. We need to take down these wall units, we need to take out all the furniture, and then we've also got to completely clear out the utility, including removing the toilet. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit that we need to do to get this kitchen ready for plastering. Right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get these cupboards cleared. We've got quite a lot of serving dishes in our kitchen island drawer, so I think I'm gonna pack those up so I can get like our everyday glasses and stuff in them. So yeah, let's get cracking. So we have made good progress today. We've pretty much done everything. There's only the radiators left to do and then just a few little bits that we need to do before the plaster comes in on Thursday. But yeah, let me just show you where we're at. All the kids' toys are moved, shelves off the wall. We still need to take the TV off, but we'll do that probably Wednesday, Tuesday. Over here, plasterboard's back up here. This is where, when we were doing some work early on in the year, I drilled through a cable when I was putting the plasterboard back up. So we were having to sort out the cable up there and rerun it down to the switch. Extractor fans off as well. Lights have come down. Kitchen, all the wall units have come down. And then in the utility, all the wall units have come down in here. I've taken the door and stuff off this unit. So we do need to take this out, but yeah, because we don't want to be without the washing machine and tumble dryer, we've left it in there for the moment and we'll take it out on probably Wednesday evening. And then again, the same with the toilet as well. Also got the extractor fan out from here as well. All the downlighters have been dropped down. Any sort of higher up electrics that need to come away from the wall, we've done that. And then pretty much everything is in the lounge. Thankfully, we have still got a bit of space to get probably the sofas in here and the dining chairs, which is brilliant because then that means they're out the way for the plasterer. So yeah, it's been a very, very productive day, which I'm very pleased about. So tomorrow is getting the radiators off the walls, which unfortunately is a bit of a task because we've got to drain down the whole heating system to take them off, because when we fitted them, we didn't realise that there was a certain valve that we should have put on them. Obviously, when we put the radiators back on, we're going to make sure we fit the appropriate valve that is needed so that we can isolate then individual radiators. So yeah, that's the only task really left to do tomorrow, which is good. Okay, so we are ready for the plasterer. Unfortunately, I haven't really filmed much since it's Saturday. No, actually, I just haven't filmed anything at all. The plasterer should be here very shortly to make a start, so I'll just show you what it's looking like now that it's a blank canvas ready for the plastering. So yeah, we've pretty much managed to get everything out apart from our armchair and one of the sofa sections and the dining table. The lounge is very full. Don't think we could get much more in there. The utilities empty apart from just the washing machine, a hoover and a stool. But yeah, we're good to go. So just a little update on the progress from yesterday. Yeah, it's so much prep work going on at the moment. Over here, the plaster was like hacked away at this bit here because it was bulging out too much. Filled in all these bits. He's kind of done the first coat of plaster around here and stuff and put tape up. Put the beading on as well around the windows and doors. Filled in the channels for where the cables are. So yeah, it's all just little bits that need doing at the moment. It doesn't look much, but yeah, there's definitely progress being made. I don't think much has happened in here. I think he's just started cutting the plasterboard and stuff for this bit here, and there's an old socket hole that needs filling in as well, so he started doing that. But yeah, not much else has happened in here. plaster finish yesterday. It is looking so good. He's done such a fantastic job, so I will leave his details in the description below. So if you're in the Milton Keynes, Bedfordshire area, I would definitely recommend him. He's really good and he's really reasonable as well, and especially if you've got a job like we had, which was a little bit challenging, there was quite a lot of prep, he's well up for that sort of stuff as well. So but I'll just show you what it's looking like, because oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so good. So yeah, this is just as you come into the kitchen and then into the utility, which is near enough dried out. I was kind of hoping it would be dried out enough to mist coat in here today, but there's still damp patch down here, and there's quite a few patches here that are still drying out. That one's drying out quite well. The ceiling was done yesterday, so yeah, that's still drying out. I think that might take a little while because it was quite a mishmash of plasterboard, old Artex, smooth ceiling, etc. And I think he's had to build it up quite a bit to get it where it is. But yeah, this is pretty much dry on this wall. And then I have already shown you this area the other day, yesterday maybe, all dry in here, so we can definitely get this mist coated. We've had a little bit of a disaster, shall we say, but it needed to happen, so it just means that things have had to happen sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, when we took the radiators off, one of the radiators leaked, which obviously left not enough water in the heating system, and it constantly burnt out the motor on the boiler. And then once we filled the system up and turned the boiler back on, the boiler was leaking, and we were like, we're not going to pay to get it fixed. It is something that we needed to do probably this winter anyway, but we weren't quite in the position to do it. But it's just, yeah, we've had to do it. They're coming on Tuesday to start to fit a new boiler, but because we're having that done, we need to get the radiators back on the wall, because obviously we need to make sure that they get the system balanced and stuff with the new heating system. So we've got today, which is Saturday, tomorrow we're out and about, and then Monday's bank holiday, so we've got Monday to get stuff done. So we basically just need to make sure we get it all mist coated behind the radiators and stuff and get those back on the wall. I mean, this area is not going to be a problem with getting it mist coated. It's just obviously the utility's not fully dry yet and the kitchen area isn't, so we're just going to have to mist coat behind the walls where the radiator goes, just so we can get the radiators on. That area, the walls are dry, so yeah, it's not a problem. Sorry, I've got laryngitis at the moment, so that's why my voice is sounding a bit husky. Today hopefully is going to be quite a productive day, so we're going to try and get all the dusty stuff done today, because the house is just dusty anyway from the plastering, so it's like we might as well get all the dusty stuff done now, and then it means when we come to clean, then it'll just make it a bit easier and stuff. But with the floor, we have got a couple of joints in the floor that need sort of grinding down and levelling off before we can lay any floor. So I'll just show you. So because we laid the floor in sections, we've got bits where it's joined up. I don't know if you can see that. So just along here, and there's a couple of areas over that side as well. So we need to grind those down so it's nice and level. So yeah, James is going to do that. And I'm going to sand the worktops today as well. Mist coat this room, and hopefully I'm going to spray the ceiling in like a mustard colour, because the plan with the ceiling is to gold leaf it. So I just want a mustard colour underneath, because it's a sort of a better finish if you've got a sort of a goldy sort of mustard colour underneath gold leaf. Let's see how we get done today. First thing I need to do is pop to B&Q and screw fix. I just need a few things. So I haven't really done a huge amount of filming today, just because everything that we've been doing has been quite noisy and quite messy. But we are finally onto the stage of getting this room mist coated. I have taped up everywhere around the door and windows, and then I've also done all the sockets, etc. as well. The reason why I've done that is because I am going to spray the paint on. But yeah, I've mixed the paint, so it's a 30% paint, 70% water, a nice watery mix to go onto the fresh plaster. Doing that just stops any like issues later on when you come to paint, such as peeling and stuff. So yeah, let's get this coat of paint on and see how it goes. So that is now 2 coats of the mist coat done, and it's dried really nicely. So we're going to get a coat of yellow mustard coloured paint up here, ready for me to gold leaf the ceiling. Okay, so I wasn't particularly great at filming yesterday, but we managed to get the ceiling painted in here, and we started having a bit of a clean up in here as well. I'm ready to get some furniture back in here. But I have literally just got up out of bed and I'm still in my jammies. But before I get in the shower and get like ready for the day, I am gonna get in the utility and I'm gonna get that mist coated. So that's done then, and because obviously we're using the sprayer, it's quite messy. So yeah, I'd rather get it done before I get in the shower. So first thing I need to do before I mist coat in here is I need to get all the sockets and stuff covered over so that they don't get any paint on them and stuff. So let's get that done. So we're ready to go. I'm not going to film this because it's such a small space. I've blocked up the door and just loads of dust is going to be everywhere. So yeah, I'll show you once it's done. So I didn't show you the utility after I finished mist coating it, so I'll just show you that now. It's looking good. And I think I finalised the colours for this room, which I will share with you in the next video. Kitchen, still very undecided on what colours I want to go with in there, but I'll just show you what the kitchen area is looking like now that the plaster's all dried out in the kitchen, because we're going to get that mist coated today. Yeah, so all the ceiling has dried out lovely, and this here's all dry. So yeah, we can get it all mist coated in here, and I'll just show you in here as well, because obviously all the paint has dried in here now. It's looking good. But yeah, let me know if you've got any ideas of colours for our kitchen. Yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Obviously, we are not a neutral household in this house, so I like bold, sort of jeweled type colours. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, join me for the next one, because I will be showing you the colours that we are using in the utility, and obviously will be an update on what progress we've made in here. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.